Oh, I am so excited. Oh, I get so excited. We are on Lake Erie, Sandusky Bay, Lake Erie, one of the little rivers off of the deal here. And guys, we're having unseasonable weather. It's gonna be like 65, almost 70 degrees today in the northern Ohio, and that just never happens in November. So maybe you gotta take full advantages of these days. And golly, I mean, a lot of times we catch these crappies this big, and they're big old giant white crappie. So I'm super excited to take you guys along and show you how late to mid-fall crappies, sometimes they just get stacked up and it's just a whack fest. So I'm just so excited here at Matt Tuttle Fishing to take you all along and show you how these northern strain of crappie bite in the fall right here, Sandusky Bay, Lake Erie in Ohio. Stay tuned. He came right out there at the end. Oh, bring him back around. He's not a giant, but good night. We've been catching some little fish, little bluegill. Look at here, guys. Lake Erie slab crappie. That's a nice crappie. That's what you can come up here and catch. That's cool. Get out there in that channel, we'll do that. I saw that one. Most of the time I'm too poor to pay attention. Bluegill. What are we doing? What is Sam Hill? Betty Crocker? What kind of stuff is this? Good Lord. I don't know if the camera caught that or not, but I was letting it down and he just took off with it. Look at that. You want that or what? I mean, he just... That was fun. That was cool. I mean, it is a light bite. That last one took it like he was running to Cleveland with it. The majority of the bites are super light. Guess the bass got to eat too. Catch a little bit of everything with this here lake. So these, you see, these are just jet ski lifts, but underneath this is almost 7 foot of water. So they're using this as cover. It's creating shade, and then you can see all of the moss and the such on the side of them. That attracts the bait fish. So this is one of these places when you fish Lake Erie. You know, you don't want to look past these jet ski lifts because they can absolutely hold fish. And I know the bluegill sure like it today. Oh, there you go. Oh, there we go. Oh, bad. Ditch pickle. Lake Erie is not short of ditch pickles. You can come up here bass fishing and catch all kinds of these things. I don't know why anybody want to do that. I ain't no squirrel. Well, would you look at this? How about this? You hardly ever catch these black crappie up here. This is cool. Nice little black crappie right there. Nice chunker. Just, I mean, it's predominantly white crappie here, but he's just short, fat, like me. Man, on that bite, I had to just pick the rod up real slow. I mean, it's just the bite is so light, so finicky. If I'd have set the hook, I'd have lost that fish. I'm sure watching on camera, it looks like I was just raising. That's exactly what I was doing. Fish are about, there he is. Oh, cork on that. Fishing about 3.5, 4 feet deep. He was just that cork was just going real slow. I got excited and I set the hook. I got to just lift on him, I think. Nope. Big boy. Oh, it's a bass. Good Lord, I thought I had a nice crappie. Got time for this. Look at that. All right, every now and again you gotta catch one of those. They didn't bite. He'll give us an opportunity to go back out again. Give it a shot. Look at that. This will. It's how many did I say we was going to catch of these today?
About 40.
Said 40 to 50 of these bass. Golly, come on, bass fishermen, get up here and catch these. It's still fun. It's still a great time. About starting a bass fishing show, maybe that's what. Jigging for bass. That's what it is. That's what I'll do. That's alright. There's some fish. I'm gonna back off out here in front. Looks like if I get up underneath there, it's going to be all. Where'd my cork go? Oh. I'll look it up. I cast up here, I look down at my screen, I look back over, and I go, huh. I don't see my cork. Oh, it's so fun. This is great problems to have. Oh. So what I saw on the screen is, oh. What I saw on the screen was a whole bunch of fish out in front of that dock, so I kind of backed off. You can see the distance between the boat and the dock, and of course I caught that little one. I think the bluegill came out and found me. There's one of them long white crappies. There we go. Oh, looky here. Looky here. That's what I'm talking about. Man, a lot of little bites. You don't even, get them in the, you don't even catch them. And all of a sudden, one of these eats it. It makes it all worth it. So even though it's a frustrating bite, I missed 90 out of 91 casts. With that 91st cast, we get ones like that. Lake Erie, crappies. Come get you some. All right, guys. Seems that pattern, like I was saying a little earlier, is these fish use these jet ski lifts, and it's just, again, it's just shade, and but even when it's cold out, the water temperatures come up a little bit. It's 46 degrees back here, but they, like I've said, crappies don't have eyelids, so the sun's still bright for them, but it just seems like every now and again, get around these jet ski lifts, and now they're loaded devoted to the cork with bluegill, just like that bite. But man, it's exciting. One of these I'll get a hook in and we'll show you, but all it is, you know, like I said, in that platform, and that platform gets that scum on it, or you know, the green stuff, and then that attracts the bait fish, and then of course that attracts the crappies. But you know, there again, I was talking about, man, you miss so many of them. I've missed 4 or 5 bites on this lift just on that pass, and like I said, they're all mixed in. We got white crappies, we got black crappies, we got bluegill, we got bass. I mean, what a fun place. I mean, even a fun place to bring the family. It's a lot of action. I don't know what would happen if you brought, there's one. No, he's just a little one, but I don't know what would happen if you brought wax worms. I mean, golly, you catch 500 bluegill, I think. But let's keep dipping in around these, and then, you know, every so often we get one of them 11, 12-inch white crappies, and just a cool deal. So just don't pass these up. Oh, even when it's cold out, they just still need that shade. I think I'm going to be, when I go to sleep tonight, I'm going to be setting the hook in my sleep because I've done it so much today. Cameraman Russ trying to get me to be technical. Get up here, get position off this lift. See if we can't catch another good one. I just had to pick up real easy on that fish, and then it ends up being one of these. Look at this. This is a chunky black crappie. Good Lord. Look at that. Who would put that fillet in their freezer? Just a awesome fish. But I went through 5 or 6, 7 bites, can't get him to hook, and then I hooked that one. So we're in a major high post front here. I mean, I imagine the barometric pressure is probably tanked, yeah. What do I say, cameraman Russ? You all got to eat sometime, right? Here's another bass. Good night. I mean to tell you, they're so fun. I mean, it's great. I mean, I love it. I mean, he's a chunky little feller. Good night. Oh, nope. I want to tell you something about this Jinko pole. This is a testimony of Jinko. We just boat flip them bass into this 10-foot. Now, cameraman Russ and I are going to do a little bass fishing too. I'm up on you, dude. I'm up on you. I'm up on you about 100 to none. You got a little work to do, but look at that. Nice fish. Nice, healthy, chunky fish. All right. That was a crappie bite. That Where have you been all day? Huh? That's how you bite. Oh. This is how you bite. That was textbook. I mean, I have been fighting that super light bite all day. And again, he's not a giant. I just appreciate the bite, man. Guys, I'm telling you what. Get to Lake Erie. Catch you some of these crappies. Even though, like I said, this is a little one. Just, man, what a trip. They have big ones here. They have them over 2 pounds here. Get to Lake Erie. Catch you some of these slabs. I'll tell you what, the way these crappies are situated, I mean, you don't know, again, it's not a big fish, but you just don't know when it's going to be a little bluegill or it's going to be a crappie. It just makes it exciting. Just exciting. Wonderful. Fun times. Yeah, I can't complain at all. This fishery's so rich. I mean, we could have kept a bunch of bluegill today. I mean, a lot of nice bluegill. And of course, just like I told cameraman Russ, we're going to catch a lot of bass too. And we have, man. We've caught a lot of bass today. But I'm just making these pitches right along these posts. Just jigging it through the high percentage areas. Got that 4-cylinder wound up tight, don't you? Reminds me when I was a kid riding a bicycle and you got a cart in the spokes. Going down hills. Sounded like you had something going on. Oh, that's funny. Oh. Yeah, he been down there with them bluegill. He had to start to act like him. Downhill. You better put the cards in the. Oh, that's funny. Now they put them in the Honda Civics. You go get them. Oh goodness! They just see anybody can have fun doing whatever they want. I just wonder where they put that playing card in that Honda Civic. Make it sound like it. A lot of questions about what kind of gear I'm using, what pound test line I'm using, what brands. So I'm going to break that down here real quick for us. I'm using a Tony Shepard X10 series Jinko fishing rod. This is part of the X series lineup, and so this is a 10-foot rod. They have the X13, the X15, and they also have the X7. In the X7 I use for casting real light jigs. It's got a light tip on the rod. Using a Fluger presidential reel, and I've got it spooled up with 6-pound slime line monofilament fishing line. So this is my setup. This is you know, Jinko has a rod for every budget. If you're just getting into the entry level, or you're getting into where you're getting into the X series level of money. So check out jinkofishing.com and check out their website. And then also, with as far as my jig, is I'm using a cork that's pegged with a toothpick, and then a 32nd ounce jig head rigged with a triple tail. So that's what I'm fishing with today, and we'll see what color ends up getting them today. And thanks for checking in. That is what we're fishing with here at Mad Tuttle Fishing. Guys, let me tell you, what a day. I absolutely had a ball. Man, there was some frustration, don't get me wrong. I was trying to get those fish that, you know, there's no clouds in the sky, there's a big front. I said that all day long, but we were able to piece together some fish today and really showcase what Lake Erie is about, and catching some really nice white crappies, and we caught some few black crappies too. But man, book your trip to Sandusky Bay, Lake Erie, and you know, they got all the harbors to fish: East West Harbor, Portage River. You don't have to go out on the big lake. But guys, we learned a lot today. We learned that sometimes you just got to lift instead of setting that hook. Sometimes those bluegill bites, they're crappie bites. So what an awesome day. It's a beautiful day. This is the last week of warm weather we're going to have here for a little while. We got to be out on the water at 65 degrees. I can't say enough about it. So guys, I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe and like the videos so we can keep bringing content to you. And we're going to try to get at least another half dozen trips out yet before the ice comes on. And don't forget, do not forget, never give up, never stop, ever. See you next time.